going on, guys? So we have a new form of squat. This squat is totally going to change the way we do squats. It is totally going to change how our legs perform statically, dynamically, you name it, it's going to happen. You ready for this? We're going to call this one the Austin squat. Just like the Zercher squat has its name, the Austin squat is going to cement itself in history as probably the best squat that we can perform on the Isochain. Why? Because we took the spinal erectors out of the equation. It is 100% raw leg power, baby. Let's get into this. All right, guys, so first things first, we have to give credit where it's due. Let's give a huge shout out to Mark Austin, NoLimitSquad member out there in Switzerland. Dude, you are awesome. Here's a video of him demonstrating the Austin squat on the Isochain. So notice his placement. So he's out in the middle of the floor, and what he's doing is he's grabbing the bar so that it doesn't slide forward and backwards. He can totally focus on pulling or pushing with the utmost amount of his strength right through his heels and straight up into the bar. There is no spinal erector recruitment at all. It is absolutely beautiful. Honestly, the Zercher squat was the king in my opinion, because the front squat is kind of, I mean, it works, but you know, just the whole wrist being bent back when people's wrists really don't bend like that thing kind of sucked. But yeah, I mean, we have a true winner here. So you saw that, right? The way he pushed. When you're out on the middle of the floor, you run the risk of either tilting forward or backwards. It's primarily backwards, as I've tried it a couple times. You have the tendency of going backwards, so falling backwards as soon as you put some effort into the bar. When you put the plate on the floor in front of you and you're sitting on something like, for example, a couch or a low to the ground chair, that's where the magic happens. Let me show you what I mean. Down here, I have the base plate right to the floor, and it's coming up. I am on chain link 1 right now, so it's only on the first chain link. That is all you need. Now, I'm 5'9", so for taller individuals, you might need a higher chain link. It just depends on the situation at hand. For me, chain link 1, just like the RDL's, chain link 1 is kind of universal. And right now, I'm already getting some resistance. So what I like to do is I like to bring it a little closer. So I'm already getting some resistance. So I'm gonna turn the unit on. All right, it's on. And all I'm doing is it's like a goblet squat from the bottom position. If you guys haven't seen goblet squats, you're taking a dumbbell and you're holding it upright like this, like in this video here, coming all the way down and using your heels to come back up. So you're not using your lower back, your spinal erectors to do the work for you to rock back up. You're using your heels and keeping your spine in proper alignment to come back up. Now for this one, there is no spinal erector being used in this movement whatsoever. It is 100% raw leg strength. I've found that putting the lat bar as close to your hips as possible generates the best results, because now we have nothing in the way. At first, I thought that having it out here was better, but now you can kind of roll. The bar has a chance to roll. See right there, I had a huge number. So what you want to do, and then what I thought was put it in the middle. That doesn't work either. Not as well as having it right there in the bottom position. It's kind of in your crotch a little bit. All right, this is the starting position. Now let me show you guys what happens. The spring here is already like at an angle, so it's coming up at an angle. It's not coming up completely straight. It's going at an angle toward me. That is okay, because of the spring tensioner and a little swivel here, the loading ring is still pointing directly down. Now on 3, I'm gonna push right through my heels for 6 seconds. Check it out. Here's what it looks like. Ready? 1, 2. Whew! Man, okay. So what did I pull? A 232. 232.6 there. So that was my absolute bottom position. Now, can you see where this would mimic on a back squat? Imagine a barbell on my back, and my legs are here at this 90-degree position as I have the barbell, right? Just like in this video, I'm coming down to just about parallel and then powering back up through my heels, keeping neutral spine. It's the same thing here. Can you see the parallel right there? So it's the same concept. Now I don't have to worry about my spinal erectors. I really could have used the Austin squat a couple months ago when my lower back was on fire, when I messed it up doing barbell squats, and a couple months prior when I was doing the Power 45, and it just would not go away. I had to stop doing Zercher squats. Yeah, I still had to stop doing Zercher squats because it still had spinal erector lower back recruitment, and I just couldn't rip into it, getting all the leg benefits. So my knees were kind of, you know what I mean? They were getting better, but just slowly. With this, I wouldn't have had to worry about it. I probably would have bulletproofed my knees like a month beforehand. Does that make sense? You guys see the power of this, taking the spinal erector away and totally 100% making it all about the legs like it always should have been. I feel this a lot in my knees in a good way, not in a bad way. Now, if we were starting this like way back in the beginning, back in October when I first started the channel, and my knees were still a hot mess, this probably would have hurt a lot. Knowing what I know now, I would have powered through the pain because I know the bulletproofing that the Isochain gives to our connective tissues and our joints. So I would have just went through it, okay? But this is fantastic. I mean, this is a game changer. You know how strong our knees are gonna get? How strong our legs are gonna get? The power, the bottom power, the raw explosive. It is a game changer, even more so than a Zercher squat. So this is now called the Austin squat. Thank you, Mark Austin. You are awesome for coming up with this. This is a game changer. I highly, highly recommend trying it out. If you want to do it in the middle of the floor like Mark did, feel free to. I recommend if you're just starting this out, have a chair that's either parallel or a little lower so you can practice all that bottom power without worrying about falling backwards. Super excited for this, and this video is gonna segue right into the next video. All right, guys, thanks for watching. If you found this valuable, be sure to drop a like, go ahead and comment, and if you're not yet part of the squad, hit that subscribe button. Come join the squad with us. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.